Hello. So today in the news it was revealed that there is child abuse imagery found within blockchain bitcoins. This was reported by The Guardian today. And so German researchers have discovered unknown persons are using Bitcoin's blockchain to store and link to child abuse imagery, potentially putting the cryptocurrency in jeopardy. The blockchain is the open source distributed ledger that records every Bitcoin transaction, but can also store small bits of non-fictional or non-financial data. This data is typically notes about the trade of Bitcoin, recording what it was for, or other metadata, but can also be used to store links and files. Researchers from the RWTH University in Germany found that around 1,600 files were currently stored in Bitcoin's blockchain. Of the files, at least 8 were of sexual content, including one thought to be an image of child abuse and 2 that contained 274 links to child abuse content, 142 of which linked to dark web services. Our analysis shows that certain content, e.g. illegal pornography, can render the mere possession of blockchain illegal, the researchers wrote. Although court rulings do not yet exist, legislative texts from countries such as Germany, the UK, or the USA suggest that illegal content such as child abuse imagery can make the blockchain illegal to possess for all users. This especially endangers the multi-billion-dollar markets powering cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. While the spinning of Bitcoin does not essentially require a copy of the blockchain to facilitate some processes, such as some of mining techniques require the downloading of the full blockchain or chunks of it. Since all blockchain data is downloaded and persistently stored by users, they are liable for any objectionable content added to the blockchain by others. Consequently, it would be illegal to participate in a blockchain-based systems as soon as it contains illegal content, the researchers wrote. Since mining is essential for the function of Bitcoin, as the process records the transactions into the blockchain to verify trades and generates new Bitcoin in the process, having illegal content such as child abuse imagery within the blockchain could cause significant issues for the currency. We anticipate a high potential for illegal blockchain content to jeopardize blockchain-based systems such as Bitcoin in the future, the researchers wrote. This is not the first time warnings over the ability to store non-financial data within the blockchain have been issued. Interpol sent out an alert in 2015 saying that the design of the blockchain means there is the possibility of malware being injected and permanently hosted with no methods currently available to wipe this data. The agency warned that the technology could be used in the sharing of child sexual abuse images, where the blockchain could become a safe haven for hosting such data. But this is the first time such content has been shown to actually exist, creating a moral and legal quandary around possession and the blockchain. In the next portion of the video, I'm going to show you an example of how they can encode an image into the blockchain, and then use key codes to pull that image from things like notes. So, part 2. Hello and welcome to this portion after the transition. Boop, 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 boop. So today we're going to use our friend Mr. Bass here. And I mean, I could show you this in like robot code, but most people don't understand robot code, so I thought you would like my friend Mr. Bass. Mr. Bass likes to turn images into base 64 code. He's a nice little robot. Hi, Mr. Bass. So what we're going to do with Mr. Bass is we're going to take Mr. Bass and we're going to have Mr. Bass turn an image that we have of the Team Tyler QR code into base 64, and that turns an image into code. So then what we're going to do, and this is to show you how you can turn an image into code, like any image, whether it be pornography or QR codes, how you can turn it into a regular image and then encode it and then just hide it in like a normal free public space to then pull down later. So we're going to copy this code to the clipboard. So we copied to the clipboard, so now it's green. Then if we go over to like this, dollar decoder site here that like decodes stuff, we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to click the encode. And then it gives us the binary data for that. And then if we go to Pastebin, we kind of just, bam, paste it in there. Select paste it as a guest. And then we're going to title this one. The nerdy kids are going to love this, because whenever Tyler hits Pastebin, someone's got to decode it. So, like, some kid's going to go, oh, shoot. And then they're going to decode it. And then they're going to go find that it's a base 64. And then they're going to turn it into an image. And then they're going to see the QR code of Tyler. And so now the QR code, forever and ever throughout history, can never be erased from its binary form. Done. So now, if I have it like an image watcher, like say I'm watching Pastebin for code, now I can just get the raw data and turn that into an image. Pretty sweet. So that's really kind of one of the ways that they hide images, is they take images and they base 64 them, and then they encrypt them, and then they put them on Pastebin, or they hide them in blockchains. So that way there's no real central server to bust anyone. Like, nobody. So they have like links, and then they have secret code words, and then the code word will go pull like, a Pastebin or a Ghostbin, or, something from like a public network that has really fast response time. And then it'll load your data. It's like called free data hosting. I was like observing it. I was like, why are all these hacker kids using like Pastebin? And then I was like, oh, they get raw files. They can paste code. And then they can load code in from a remote Pastebin. And then I was like, oh, then they could base 64 images and do the same thing. I was like, oh, so you're telling me between blockchain and Pastebin, hackers pretty much get free hosting. Yeah. It's been a difficult year for me finding out all this stuff. Been a bit strange. To say the least. Now you know how they can easily hide stuff. It's pretty easy. Like, I could write code to do it real fast. So let me show you that, and that's the last part of what I'm going to show you how easy it is for someone like myself with nefarious intentions to create a bot that could dish up images served off a Pastebin, exchanging blockchain money for the link to that Pastebin or that publicly hosted code that no one really knows what it is because it's encrypted. So what you're looking at now is you're looking at the basic chatbot that it takes to run Indra. I'm building Indra right now, and I'm training Indra, and I'll show you in a second, but the RPC, which is remote procedure called chatbot for Indra, that I'm testing right now, uses a chatterbot library in Python, but it only takes 21 lines of code. So with that 21 lines of code, I'm able to start collecting data and creating a bot based on anything I want. So this is only after one training session. So, and over time, I can train this bot on people from chat rooms, on people from social media, on various religious texts. And over time, the bot will get really, really good at responding, where even the average, normal, everyday person won't be able to tell the difference between my bot and a person. Now, I can have this bot feed in any data from anywhere that my APIs can connect to, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Discord chat, IRC servers, blockchain, anywhere, and plug it into this bot and have it learn, and then in about a month I can unleash it on the internet and have people talking to it, and no one will be able to tell that it was fake. It could tell them what bitcoins to buy, it could tell them the most in-depth things of religion, of anything and any question that they could ask. And unless you were literally a developer of artificial intelligence, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So you really see now how very easy it is that with just a few lines of code and just collecting some data and just using some open services to get base 64 of images and use pastebin and a news article about Bitcoin, you now, for yourself, you see how easy this technology really is to put together with open source tools. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. It's in the news now that it's confirmed that on the Bitcoin blockchain there is illegal material. What are we going to do about it, people? I've been trying to tell people for a year myself. But now it's in our face. So what are we going to do? What are you going to do? It's right there. That's the Guardian, right? Look, that's like totally the Guardian. That's like the Guardian website.